just wanted to thank Mr. Oshiro for this phenomenal opportunity. I want to thank the management staff. You guys are always behind this, and the corporate staff. You know, nobody, you know, like Sarah, who's doing the those are all the people that are behind the scenes, and especially the Enagic family that I've been around with for over a decade. They asked me to do a, you know, closing message, and you know, the most important thing, probably the most important thing I'd like to tell you is, did you know you can save 15% by signing up with Geico? No, I'm just my wife's going, my body's going, anyway, I'm just kidding you, all right? You know what? Mr. Oshiro's message was the message I was telling my wife. It was the message I was going to give. Is, you know, if you look at my notes, it's the same thing that she read. It's really weird. End the year. It's the end of the year again, first of all, right? Christmas parties, family gatherings. How was your year this year?
Great.
Okay. Did you accomplish, or did you at least accomplish some of the stuff you were trying to get, you know? Are you financially ahead? Savings, earnings, credit card debts, investing. I mean, are you ahead? All right? Did you accomplish what you want? And by the way, don't forget the 11th commandment, thou shalt not kill thyself. Okay? So, do you really want to have a phenomenal 2019? Really, really. So I'm going to give you a couple of things. We all know that the first key is desire. You gotta want it. You gotta really want it. So it's the first and must ingredient. You gotta want it. All right. And then I was putting down here, because everybody heard this before. I was just saying it to somebody. You've heard the definition of insanity, blah 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 blah, right? We've heard it thousands of times. Still, and yet we do the same thing over and over again. Isn't that weird? You've heard for things to change, we must change. And then we expect things to change, but we never change. See? And you know, we remain the same. So, you know, let me ask you once again, do you want your 2019 to be the best? This is what I do. I teach people how to have a better year. And the way you have to do it is, one, you got to make that decision this month. Why? Because this month, I said it in our webinar, all the stars are aligned. You know? Everything is cool. You know, you've heard the 555, right? Mickey, we were just talking about it. You know, this is one of the months where there's 5 Fridays, 5 Saturdays, 5 Sundays, and 5 Mondays. Yeah. It doesn't happen very often. And the next one is March of next year. It's during the Chinese New Year. It's called silver full of pocket full of silver. And then the next one is 5 years from now, which is December of 2024. So those 5s are in line. The stars are in line for you. And then understand that next year is 2019. What are you going to be doing in 2020? 2020 is coming. 2020. There's only going to be one. Here, let me tell you, and it only comes every century. You were not, nobody in this room was around when it was 1919. Anybody? You're not going to be around in 2121. You won't be around. No one here in this room will be around in 2121. Okay? 2020. Don't you get? That's why the celebration is going to be big, right? In Japan, it's going to be huge. This is your chance at your biggest year. But you gotta make it happen. You gotta make it happen, okay? So the main thing is, again, you know, the things I talk about, because I want to cover one thing, is number one is priority. You got to make this business a priority. Period. When people say I don't have time, it's got nothing to do with time. It's always it's never a time issue. It's always a priority issue. Because you will make time for what is priority, always. So you got to make this business a priority. If you're not earning $10,000 a month at least, I'm talking to you.
Thank you.
Okay? I'm telling. What can you do out there for under 10 grand? Especially like in Newport Beach, you're not going to get in the outskirts. So if you're not earning that, you need, and if you are, because a lot of you are, you need to get to the 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 range. You need to get to the range where you're not worrying about money at all. Then you can worry about everything else. See? And you don't understand how good you are when money's not a problem. You are so great when money's not the issue. It's just that you keep tripping over it. So get it out of the way, okay? So, you know, what you want to do is make sure you make this a priority. You've got to be involved. This is, I remember this room. We did a lot of meetings in this room, okay? And this is a small gathering of people right here. You know, the Enagic parties. The next one is you got to be involved. And let me tell you what you have to be involved in is the one coming up in June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, the Enagic Convention in San Diego.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like the Mandalay Bay. Remember that? When there was 5,000 people for dinner in one room? There's like 2 football fields. That's gonna be happening in San Diego. And you have the best opportunity because you're in this area. People building in Hong Kong, they have to fly to the convention. All you have to do is drive. There's a San Diego party going on right now. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
He's frontline to me. His name is Jeff Castagna. He's the #1 distributor in San Diego. And they are having a big party, probably bigger than this one because this is 6As. So again, you got to be involved. So that's the first one you got to be involved in. Okay, the major one. Training. You got to go to training. Training. We'll let you know about the direct distributor training. And then action, forward mode. You gotta, never give up mentality, right? For 365 days. And I'm telling you, if you do that, you will have your best year ever. And I will tell you this, if you're planning to have your best year ever, it will not happen by accident. You've been trying to have that for 85 years. It ain't gonna happen. You gotta plan it. You gotta plan it now while the stars are aligned. Okay? So I'd like to make a couple of announcements. The 45th year anniversary. Second thing is I'd like to recognize who are the presenters in the room. Who does presentations? Can you stand up? Now, I don't know who you are, but you do demos for places. Stand up. If you do demos in public for people, stand up. Because I was at a demo last night with Mary Jane Cruz. There was about 100, I don't know how many people were in the room, but you guys these are the people who make it happen for us. And by the way, if you're going to earn money in this business, you got to learn prezos. Am I right?
Absolutely.
And you want to learn one of the best ones I've ever seen? Learn hers. I was in the back of the room last night, freaking out. And I've been in this thing 11 years, and I'm freaking out. I didn't know the water did all that stuff. Anyway, let's give you a round of applause. One more round. All the 6As in the room, please stand up. If you're a 6A or above. Every one of these people, have produced at least 100 sales. Some of them have produced 101. Some of them have produced 500. Some of them have produced thousands of sales. Thousands. And some of them produce thousands a month.
It's awesome.
Thousands a month. So there's all kinds of people here, okay? Let's give these people a round of applause. It's going to be a great year this year. Make it happen. I'd like to stand one more group up. 4As or 5As? Is there anybody in this room a 4A or a 5A? Stand up. You're a 4A or a 5A? These are the new leaders. These are the new speakers. Right? Congratulations. I know those people can almost taste it. I remember when I was going 6A. Alright? Hey, you know what? I'll close this out by saying you have the best project in the history of mankind. You're dealing with water. Water. What other product do you know that every single living thing on earth uses? Nothing. And you're not going to see another one. Unless we go to the moon and we start selling air, you're not going to see another one. You have a company that is 45 years strong. Now, let me tell you this, because you guys, well, I sit on the advisory board. They do about 600, you probably don't know, they do $600 million a year. They're closing in and over in revenues. 600 million. I was here when they were trying to get 500 sales. Now they're at $600 million. Now, let me tell you why that's significant. It's because they're going to $1 billion. There's no question. They're going to $1 billion, maybe this year.
Oh, yeah.
They pay out, the company pays out 70%. They say 74, but yeah, I don't believe that. They're all laughing. You know, because they kind of, some are stuck in the middle there, you know? So 70%. $1 billion, 70%, that means there's going to be 700 million going to the field. How much of it is going to be yours out of that 700 million? I know 2 or 3 is going there. I know Cynthia's going to grab her 3 or 4. But there's 700 million being passed out. You need to see how big this is. I've seen this before. I've seen this 4 times. I was with Jay Martin when he started Juice Plus and NSA. I was with Harlan Stone Cipher when they started Prepaid Legal. Okay, I knew Mark Hughes' supplier when they started Herbalife. I never thought I'd see another $1 billion firm. It's like getting hit by a lightning bolt 4 times. This is another one. I promise you. And not only can you make money, because anybody can make money out there. That's not a big deal. You can earn money, and the money will keep coming in for the next 20, 30, or 40 years. How'd you like to do that? Have money coming in passive or maintenance for the next 20, 30, or 40 years. That's what you got in your hands. Don't be playing with this one. It's the best thing in life. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas, okay? Don't get in a, don't be safe, because people are driving crazy. Somebody hit my wife the other day, right? Yeah, because the laws of attraction. She's thinking how crazy everybody drove and somebody hit her. You guys know my wife, by the way, Denise. Everybody knows her, right? And I know she doesn't like me saying this, but, and I won't say it, but my daughter is there somewhere. Anyway. She'll get mad at me, so she's okay. Anyway, make it a great year this year. Be safe, especially the people that are on my team. If anything happens to you, can I have your downline? I'm just kidding. Some of these guys are my best friends. You guys know that. And I'm going to tell you this. I brought new people here too. Eli is right. I walk my talk. I did a meeting the other day. 11 people showed up at the house. And these are all leaders. And what do? I asked Charlie, I need another table. And they're here, and they're going to be 6'8" this year, I promise you. Because my goal, you know, is to go 6'8", 20. Right? I have 4 more, and I know 2 are there for sure. 1 if I just push, and I got my 20th one on this table. And I don't want to go -5 like these guys. I want to stay at 24, because that's Kobe Bryant's number. Okay? So be safe, all right? And thank you all so much for always being nice to me. I know some of you guys are super cool. So anyway, have a great Christmas, have a phenomenal New Year, and I wish you all the best and greatest year of your life in 2019.